the Nintendo 3DS was the best portable console at the time. Well, the best Nintendo portable console at the time. Actually, there wasn't that many companies really trying to make a portable console at the time of the 3DS. Not to my knowledge. Anywho, if you didn't like how many games your 3DS could already play, I'm talking about the original 3DS, mostly. When I should be talking about the new 3DS XL, as that's the newest 3DS, or even the Switch. But the Switch doesn't have this benefit. Now, if you are not happy or were not happy about how many games your 3DS could play, or I don't know, let's say you wanted to not have to pay all that money to get all those games. Well, your 3DS could play 3DS games, of course. It could play DS games, so that's great. It could also play DSi and DS Lite exclusive games. Yeah, it's great for what it is. I'm not saying that it can't, isn't. But of course, there is one cartridge that unless you had a DS Lite, you couldn't use, which was the internet cartridge. But that's a story for another time. If you weren't happy about how many games you could play on your 3DS, NES games, 3DS, DS, and Game Boy games, I'm pretty sure. You see, they were going to put SNES games on it, but they proclaimed that the hardware wasn't strong enough, which was true, but kind of a lie. Now, if you really want to play a whole bunch of games on your 3DS, there are some ways, but I'm not going to disclose the names of these items or where to get them, as I don't want Nintendo to get rid of these items, as they are amazing. I'm not going to mention the name of these products or where to get them, because I really don't want these products to be taken off the market, as they are amazing add-ons for the Nintendo 3DS. These products can play TurboGrafx 16, Genesis, SNES, almost every console you could think of, NES, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, almost everything you could think of except the Switch. As long as you had the means to put the ROMs on, as long as you had the means to put things on this cartridge, or the means to find it. Well, it's not a cartridge, it's actually an add-on. I'm not going to say what it is, because I don't want Nintendo to, take this thing off the market in every way before I have a chance to get one. This product comes at the affordable price of $30, which isn't that bad, considering the price of Nintendo Switch games at $60 or more, brand new, depending on if it comes with accessory or not. This is an amazing device for a console you probably already have in your basement, in your drawer somewhere packed away, because you decided to buy the newest thing, which was the Switch. Now, if you really want to get serious about this experience with all these games and consoles being able to play it on the 3DS itself, you should get a new 3DS XL, as it's much powerful than the original 3DS, but that's not to say that the original 3DS wasn't a great console. It had great games, like Super Mario 3D Land, Mario Kart 7. The Mario Party games were meh, in my opinion, on that console. And, of course, a Zelda game. It also had one of the first Kid Icarus games in a long time. It also had Pilot Wings, the return of a fan favorite series, which hasn't actually made a recon on the Switch yet, to my knowledge. It had Smash Brothers on the go. It had almost everything you would want to already. And then the added benefit of being able to play as many games as you want. I'm not, even if you don't have a 3DS, they are pretty cheap to buy from Nintendo, secondhand, from game stores that sell them. Even new 3DS XLs, you can still get them brand new. That's how I got my new 3DS XL, in fact. You know, the Super Nintendo one, which is somewhere around here. You can practically put any game you want on there, as long as it fits, and as long as you can get it to run. This has been the maximum of gaming by Mr. Steam Trains. Well, no. I don't know. I was trying to call it something completely different, but you know what? This was the advantage of being able to expand your 3DS or 3DS XL. You're welcome. Oh, and by 3DS XL, I mean new 3DS XL. Anyways, that's it for now. Goodbye. More Minecraft is on the way.